And away at Werribee, it looks like number 1 Beyond Thunderdome. And boy, is it going at a full gallop. So I think Beyond Thunderdome will be missing from the lineup when they do get underway for this 3-year-old maiden plate over 1,000 metres at Werribee. It's going flat strap. Gee, with a jockey on, it would have taken some beating at that speed, wouldn't it, Roy?
It's certainly shown a bit of speed, Keith. I think you could all be a bit assured that when a horse has galloped at that pace for so far, it does take quite a deal out of them, and you could all be assured that this horse won't run. The main thing is now that someone gets out on the track and are able to stop it, because if it gets by them as it's coming down the straight of Werribee now, if it gets by the attendants, it's going to go on round and it's going to hold the race up for some 5 odd minutes. So just let's hope as it's coming on the screen. And,
I don't think Beyond Thunderdome is the only one to bolt, Roy.
There seems to be another one loose up near the start also, so they're going to... Oh,
dear me. Dear me.
Fortunately, the horse has come through that unscathed, hopefully, because he's galloped on out. Where he went out there, that is out into the stripping sheds, and unfortunately, there's a lot of bitumen and concrete out there, so let's hope that horse is okay. That
dent he put in that outside rail.
That
wasn't nice to watch, was it? No, that race already a couple of minutes late there at Werribee, so it was perhaps unfortunate. The other one that has broken away, we may be able to pick up a saddlecloth number here shortly, but it's going at a more leisurely bat, and I believe it is Foresight, number 10. It's a Bletchingly filly out of foreclosure, so she's a very valuable filly, and it is number 10, Foresight. But this filly is a little not so nervous as the gelding that went through the rail earlier. So I think they'll grab her quickly, Roy.
Yes, let's hope this doesn't. Yes, well, they have the attendants there now, which...
well, she went for the same dent in the rail, but they seem to have her corralled.
This is certainly going to set the Werribee race well back now, because...
well, I don't know why he didn't grab the reins there. He had the chance.
Mightn't be insured, Keith, you think?
Well, they should have really grabbed her there. She was as quiet as a lamb, and now she's ready to bolt again, I'd say.
This must have happened down behind the starting gates, which...
Yeah.
That's good. She's come now into the mounting garden, followed the other horse out where the stripping sheds are. So let's hope they're surrounded up out there and
quite a delay,
get out of all their problems.
For sure, at Werribee in the mean. Thunderdome and number 10, Foresight, both late scratchings from race 1 at Werribee. We'll be just about set to go at Werribee. Let's join our caller.
And they're all set for the first, the light on over 1,000 metres. Stand by for a start. Race number 1, they're all set for a start. They're racing. Regal Turn on the inside. Jumped away quite well with Sheer Intrigue and Swift Anika. Ainsley Promise out wide going forward looking for the lead. Quiz just in behind them. Money Calls is going forward. 2 lengths away back in the field is Diamonds for E, followed by That's That. And Vainbow is last. On settling Ainsley Promise on the outside of Swift Anika. They're matching strides by 1.5 lengths to the favourite Regal Turn. Quiz now gets to 4th on the outside. Back in behind them Sheer Intrigue, followed by Money Calls. A break of 2 lengths to Vainbow, followed by Diamonds for E, and 1.5 lengths away, That's That. 4.50 out on the turn though. Ainsley Promise the outside draws a neck in front of Swift Anika. Every chance for the favourite Regal Turn third, coming off the fence and now going forward. In behind them Quiz now pulled to the outside 4 wide, followed by Sheer Intrigue, but Regal Turn raced up on the outside to head off Ainsley Promise inside the 200-metre peg, and the favourites home Regal Turn. Ainsley Promise boxing on, good go for third. Quizzed, Swift Anika, and down the outside is Sheer Intrigue. It'll get up and run third, but Regal Turn bolts in, scores by 3 lengths to Ainsley Promise. 4 away third was Sheer Intrigue. Quizzed in behind them, followed by Swift Anika, Vainbow. Then Money Calls from Diamonds for E, and last in was That's That.
Starter waiting for them to settle. There's the light. Racing. And they've jumped away pretty well. Lord Tiamo and Harlem began well. Sir Novell, one of the leaders when they settle down into stride. Mighty Dear competitor going fast. Here's a line of them. Over on the inside, Bravado's getting up quickly with Sir Sydney, and also Retainer just behind them. Harlem has dropped well out of it towards the turn from Spacecraft, and Sir Sydney pulled up very quickly there, getting near the turn. Victor's Hope last. Sir Novell Bravado led around the corner, a length to Mighty Dear over on the outside. Lord Tiamo very wide on the track. Competitor the centre. Retainer looking for a run on the inside with Mighty Dear. In the straight, Bravado the leader now from competitor Sir Novell. All the squeezing there on the inside. Mighty Dear got into trouble. Retainer under the whip. Out wide, Lord Tiamo coming at them now. Sir Novell got to the lead, 100 to go. Coming at it on the outside now is Lord Tiamo and Bowl Sculptor. Bowl Sculptor getting to Sir Novell on the post, and Bowl Sculptor's beaten Sir Novell. Lord Tiamo out wide third, Retainer fourth, and then Bravado, followed by Blazing Talent. Behind it, Mighty Dear, and they're followed by Jack as a King, Competitor Sir Sydney, Cindy's Appeal, Victor's Hope well back in the field with Harlem, and Spacecraft was last to finish. Official placings in the first event on the program, the Debutant Stakes for colts and geldings. Number 2 is the winner, Bold Sculptor, ridden by Elmore. Number 2, Bold Sculptor, ridden by Elmore, was first. The judges call for a photo finish for the minor placings between Lord Tiamo out wide and Sir Novell nearer the rails. Not a great deal between that pair, and oh boy, it was rough coming round the home turn into the straight. There were squeezes. Retainer and Mighty Dear were the two, particularly Mighty Dear, that got into a good deal of trouble swinging round the turn into the straight. Event, the Debutant Stakes for colts and geldings. Number 2, Bold Sculptor, a bay colt by Art Sculptor from Sweet and Bold, raced by Miss V.L. Chappell, T.W. Brown, H.A. Tankard, J.S. Osprey, R.L. Holmes and Mrs. M.S. Tankard, trained at Mornington by Miss V.L. Chappell and ridden by Lynn Moore. Second, number 8, Lord Tiamo, H. White. Third, number 12, Sir Novell, ridden by M. Clark. Officially fourth was Retainer, and fifth Bravado. Well, big result for the bookies, the first race in the program. Bold Sculptor to pay $12 the win and $2.55 a place. Number 8, Lord Tiamo, $1.20, and number 12, Sir Novell, 80 cents.
Stalls there. Sheena missed one of the top fancies, finished third at Randwick last start, but was they're racing Sydney.
And Cream Liqueur missed it, not as badly as Quality Affair. Coronisa Queen and Star Gem bounced out in front of a Deuce and going quickly. Special finish, and off the track Sovarella making ground. Shiana Miss, and then My Market Love on the inside. Cream Liqueur picking up leeway over Kelsey. Then True Quest, and dropping out to last was Quality Affair. On the side, 700 to go, and Coronisa Queen a length and a quarter. My Market Love getting up inside Star Gem, who's hanging, and then comes Cream Liqueur making ground on the outside. Shiana Miss, special finish dropping off, and then a Deuce. True Quest on the inside from Sovarella and Kelsey, and Absolute is Quality Affair. They're on the corner at the 450. Marnie's making his move on Star Gem. He's out about 6 or 8 off the inside rail. My Market Love and Star Gem go together. They've dropped Coronisa Queen. On the inside is True Quest, and Cream Liqueur's hanging on all right, followed by a Deuce. Now at the 250 metres, and this favourite having a real struggle on her hands. My Market Love leads her a half length. Then comes on the inside True Quest, a Deuce down the outside. My Market Love in front. A Deuce is finishing solidly, but it'll be too late, and My Market Love wins a length and a quarter. A Deuce second, third True Quest, followed by special finish Star Gem, Coronisa Queen, Quality Affair and Kelsey. Then came Shiana Miss. Further back was Cream Liqueur and Absolute Sovarella.
Down here at Caulfield, round one to the bookmakers. Number 2, Bold Sculptor, paying 12 even and 2.55. 8, Lord Tiamo, 1.20, and 12, the favourite, Sir Novell, 80 cents. The Quinella, 2 and 8 paid 29.65, and the trifecta, 2, 8 and 12, $175.50. I think Roy Higgins at
Caradam settling inside of the veteran herd like Highland Ranger, and 2 lengths to Mardra Quision under a good hold. So they work on their way into the home running, and they're only jogging along, where the leader working towards the first of 3 in the straight the first time. They'll have 2 the second time is Donito, the Victorian, with a big baldy face, and he's out a half 3/4 to Son of Minx, who's pulling the rider's arms out of the sockets. In third placing, Surai, joined by Fantasy Night as they pop over the first of the treble. Caradam ducked up on the inside of that pair, 2 lengths to Highland Ranger and 3 to Mardra Quision. They make a great spectacle as they clear the second one. Mardra Quision dipped on landing, and Son of Minx pulling hard on the outside. The rider is fighting to restrain the horse, and Donito on the inside joins him over it. Oh, Son of Minx propped through it, and he clouded it in front. And Donito got a neck in advance again on the inside as they take the flat running out of the straight from Son of Minx, who's trying to settle, but he fights the rider. In third posse on the inside, Surai from Fantasy Night. Caradam's only about 3 or 4 off the lead and looking strong. Then 2 lengths away to Mardra Quision, given a bit of room up on the outside of Highland Ranger. Here's the one on the side at the 2,000. Donito led them over it. Fantasy Night screwed out over it, but jumped it okay. Son of Minx went to second from Fantasy Night outside of Surai. 2 lengths to Caradam, 2 lengths away to Mardra Quision, and up on the inside Highland Ranger over the 1800 crossing. And the leader still Donito. Harry Green tried to rate this horse nicely enough in front to give give him every opportunity of running out the journey, and Donito led by nearly 2 now to Son of Minx. In third placing, Fantasy Night outside of Surai. 2 lengths away, Caradam. On its outside, Madra Quizn as they go to the first along the far terrain, and last of all, Highland Ranger. Popping over the one at the 1600, they go to the one down near the 1450 now, and the leader here is Donito by a length and a half to Son of Minx, who's racing more generously. Surai third from Caradam, sneaking up on the inside with those Fantasy Night, a length and a half, Madra Quizn, and 2 away, last of all, Highland Ranger. The tempo increasing quite appreciably as they run along the far side. Harry Green said go to Donito and slipped away. 2 and a half, Son of Minx. Surai's rider getting anxious. Pushes up between that horse and Fantasy Night, and here's Madra Quizn, the bolter, taking off from last. Only 2 lengths to Caradam and 3 away to Highland Ranger. Any one of them could win. Racing down now at the 1,000. Oh, Madra Quizn didn't measure the jump at all well. He lost 2 lengths in mid-air, and Donito got away. Races down to where they started. They've completed a full circuit, and they pop over the next one with Donito. 2 and a half to Caradam, coming in with the big weight. Then further back to Suro as they go to the next one, the third last, followed by Son of Minx. Then Fantasy Night. Madra Quizn, after that awkward jump 2 hurdles ago, has dropped back to near last with Highland Ranger. But Donito sped away before the turn. The Victorian, he got into overdrive. He found another cog and dropped them off. 5 lengths Caradam. Over on the outside, Son of Minx. Surai plodding from old Highland Ranger, Madra Quizn and Fantasy Night. He's only got to jump the last 2 and run out the journey, Donito. Harry Green took a peep over the right shoulder. There's 4 lengths of real estate to Caradam and Son of Minx. Oh, it's run the second last right down Donito, but landed clear. Coming back in again towards Caradam and Son of Minx. Here's the last. He wants to run out again, Donito, but he's got over it. He's clear of Caradam and Son of Minx. And Donito, although coming down the straight minus a rudder, is going to get home. He'll win the hurdle by about 3 lengths. Caradam will get second just in... No, he hasn't. He's lost it right on the line. Son of Minx outplugged him right on the wire, I think, to get second from Caradam. Old Highland Ranger was fourth. 6 lengths Surai, Fantasy Night and Madra Quizn.
That race.
Racing. Bettino out wide, may have missed it about a half or so. So Convincing missed it by 2. Duchess Renee was slow to begin. Stress is losing ground shortly after. Reshuffle away very quickly and leads on, settling down from Water Wave and also the prize fighter at the 750. 2 lengths away Shell Miss, who gets to 4th, followed by Slightly Bent Bettino. In behind them on the rail came Gold Border, working up as Mermill, followed by Duchess Renee Stress, and 2 lengths away So Convincing. Around the turn, 500 metres to go. Water Wave is held together by Neck to Reshuffle under a lot of pressure. The prize fighter going easily now, taking the split between Reshuffle, who's hanging on the turn, and Water Wave. 2 lengths away Shell Miss. Bettino not going well, followed by Slightly Bent. In behind them Gold Border, but prize fighter quickly went to the lead at the 250 metres, and the prize fighter raced away from Water Wave. In behind them Shell Miss, followed by Gold Border. Mermill making ground down the outside, but this big lump of a colt by the pug from Gold Piece is making it a 1-act affair first up. The prize fighter scores by 6 lengths to Water Wave. A length away third was Shell Miss. Mermill made ground, followed by Gold Border. In behind them Stress, followed by Reshuffle, Slightly Bent. So Convincing back in behind them. Bettino's run a shocker, and last in was Duchess Renee.
When Werribee race 3.
Okay, well, a convincing win there at Werribee. 5, 6 and 8, and those numbers are now official. 5, the prize fighter, he's aptly named, he's by the pug. 6, Water Wave was second, and 8, Shell Miss, the third place getter.
Starter waiting on them to settle. There's the light. They're racing. Tyrrell Boy jumped away okay on the outside. Restless was a bit slow to get going. When they settle down, Tyrrell Boy the leader with Warlike away well, and Testimony and Bell Spirit up with the leaders too from My Good Fella. Star Pyramid driving through along the inside from Currabahar. Mum's Pride losing ground on the outside from Lord Vane. Our Avon's Gold is well back. Further back, Educate and Restless at this stage from Lighthouse Watson and Red Henry. At the 600, and Testimony is up vying for the lead now with Star Pyramid on the rails. And with them there is Bell Spirit. Tyrrell Boy losing a little bit of ground over on the outside of them now. And then a length to Lord Vane. Currabahar and Warlike is just behind them as they come to the turn, and further back Aqualone. On the turn, Bell Spirit's being hard ridden, just the leader from No Parole, Testimony and Star Pyramid over on the inside. Then Aqualone coming to the outside with a strong run from Warlike. It's No Parole and Star Pyramid in front of the 200. Lord Vane getting throughs out after them. Our Avon's Gold looking for a run, then Testimony and Aqualone and Warlike. Many chances. Lord Vane got to the lead near the line. Our Avon's Gold bursting through on the rails, but won't all close. Lord Vane and Our Avon's Gold at a photo finish. It's very close to a dead heat. Third is My Good Fella from Warlike, No Parole. Aqualone, Bell Spirit, running home well was Educate, then Carabahar and Restless, Lighthouse, Watson, Red Henry. Testimony dropped right out of it from Taroa Boy and Star Pyramid. Oh, this is desperately close between this pair. Lord Vane, who got to the lead, Our Avon's Gold, who wended its way through the field, flashed up along the inside, and they've hit it locked together in a photo finish. And the judge may have to use the magnifying glass to separate them, with Lord Vane the one on the outside. And number 11 has won it, Lord Vane. Number 11, Lord Vane, ridden by L.O. Sullivan first. Number 8, Our Avon's Gold, second. That's about 6 minor placings in a row to Our Avon's Gold. And number 9, third, My Good Fella, G. Willits. 11, 8 and 9. Sprint, number 11, Lord Vane. A chestnut horse 5-year-old by Kayaru Star from Vanuatu. Raced by Mr. and Mrs. N.G. and M. Duffield and E.R. Mildenhall. Trained at Epsom by J.F. Marr and ridden by L.O. Sullivan. Second, number 8, My Good Fella.
75 cents the place.
The correction, second, number 8, Our Avon's Gold. R.S. Dye. And third, number 9, My Good Fella, G. Willits. Officially fourth, No Parole. And fifth, Warlike.
Vane paid $7.60 and $2.35. 8 Our Avon's Gold, $2.45. 9 My Good Fella, $3.75. The Quinella, 8 and 11. Well, you saw it there. They're jumping in Sydney.
And Chulada actually got the best of the start. Wilhelm away nicely. The stage is going up looking for the front spot and will get it. Then Vicenzina a length and a quarter to Pyramid Road, and then comes King Rum. Third last being Like a Topic. Little Carmody trying to find a posse on the chestnut mare. Second last Sasha Bijou and 2 lengths to Purposefully. Going at the end of about 350 metres. And into the first corner they run, and the leader is the stager by 3/4 to a length on Pyramid Road. 2 away, third is King Rum, a length the Wilhelm, 3/4 Vicenzina, 1 off the rails, 2 to Like a Topic, a bit over a length the Sasha Bijou, Chulada dropping back a shade on the inside, and last is Purposefully. As they head along the back of the course and race past the 1200 metres, no change in the order here, and the grey, the stager, a length and a quarter on the roughy Pyramid Road. Third is King Rum, on the fence Wilhelm, a length further back Vicenzina, followed closely by Like a Topic, turning the race with a head screwed round to the near side, a length and a half Sasha Bijou, Chulada second last, and Absolute is Purposefully. Down the side, coming to the 800 metres, and the stager a length and a quarter on the maiden Pyramid Road, 2.5 to Wilhelm. King Rum on the outside, a length and a quarter Vicenzina. Like a Topic's become snookered. Sasha Bijou making a little ground. Chulada second last, Absolute is Purposefully. As they head to the 600 metres, they're really sprinting hard now, and the stager a length on Pyramid Road. King Rum third, Wilhelm snookered, followed then by Sasha Bijou, Vicenzina. Like a Topic is locked away badly as they commence the run around the home corner. At the 400 metres, and the stager a length and a quarter Pyramid Road. Wilhelm under pressure. Like a Topic, it's a dream run between the stager and Pyramid Road, and then King Rum on the outside Vicenzina, but Like a Topic cruised to the stager, and Like a Topic on the outside about ahead the stager, resisting strongly. Wilhelm not running on quickly enough, and then Vicenzina and Chulada, but Like a Topic on the outside asserts her superiority now, and Carmody just shaking the whip at her, and Like a Topic will win well from the stager. Chulada got third on the outside, then Sasha Bijou. Gee, Wilhelm was a disappointment from Vicenzina. King Rum on the last 2, Pyramid Road and Purposefully.
In the
Correct weight in Sydney, race 2, correct weight in Sydney.
Man of Justice stands up nicely. Sir Magnum. But above deck is the problem. They can't get him in. Patting his forelock, trying to pacify him, to get him to go up. In the meantime, Regal Salute and Exact Duplicate stand well. Now they get above deck up to the gate. Push from behind, and he's locked away. They're almost set. Light flashing for the DaCosta. They're off and running. And best away on the outside, Sir Magnum. Getting away a little slowly was Exact Duplicate. Going through on the inside, Man of Justice, the Mount Gambier Cuddy, drives through to be the early leader at least. From in second placing, Regal Salute. Above deck, 3 deep, keeps one of the stablemates, but there are plenty of those in a small field. Sir Magnum wide. And driving right up along the inside of the Hayes Quartet in the line of 4 behind Man of Justice on the rail was Exact Duplicate. Coming before the turn, and it's Man of Justice the inside. From above deck, who goes up in the middle, and 3 deep but hanging down towards the rail, Sir Magnum. 2 lengths away behind them, Exact Duplicate and Regal Salute on the outside. Anything could win coming to the 400. Man of Justice shifting away from the rail, and there's a dream run through for Exact Duplicate to go through. The Godswalk Colts being hard ridden above deck, but starting to respond. That's the whip is pulled at the 200, but on the inside, Exact Duplicate gets a length clear. Sir Magnum's ducked back to the rail. Exact Duplicate in front. The other one above deck won't go on with it, and Exact Duplicate's going to be too good. Exact Duplicate goes on to score. Above deck, second, beaten 3 lengths. Third was Man of Justice. In fourth placing, Regal Salute, and 6 or 7 away, Sir Magnum.
Well, only luck with horses breaking through and one thing and another, but everything under control now, eh? Well, long answer. Okay, we've got those Adelaide approximates now in race 3. So let's take you down to Brian Markovic.
Yes, Bill, we have 2 late scratchings here. Number 10, Mist of Avalon at 122 on Vet's advice. On the tote was Big Odds, along with number 13, Sun Tzu, withdrawn at 122 by order of the stewards. 2 late scratchings, and this is the third. 10, Mist of Avalon, 122 Vet's advice, and 13, Sun Tzu at 122 by order of the stewards, as both one broke through and the other one played up quite badly and has been pulled out on Vet's advice. Only one to come up, and that's All Brittany. The favourite is Cropley Road in the green and gold diagonal stripes. One trained by Bart Cummings. It's drawn in about 7. Now they're just about set. All Brittany comes up into line. Merwin comes up out wide. Now backing away is All Brittany. It's the one holding up the start. And we're running some 10 minutes late here, unfortunately, at Werribee. 10-race program. Can't keep doing that. Light on. All set. Standing in quite well. All band in one, getting a little bit edgy. They're set. Tenor high out wide on the toe. They're set. They're racing. Sunville's missed it by 3/4. All band one of the best to begin. Merwin from the outside came away quickly. Shares the lead early with All Brittany, and behind them came So Typical, followed by All Band on the rail. A line of 4 on settling. In behind them, favourite Cropley Road. A length and a half away, Sunville making ground on the fence, followed by Tenor High, Reddleman. Riviera well back on the race. A break of 4 lengths to Troupier, and 10 lengths away, Eddie's Dream. Around the turn at the 550 now. All Band broke away from Merwin by a length and a half. Sunville back on the fence being hard ridden, followed by So Typical. Cropley Road the favourite, 5th approach in the turn, being hard ridden. Its leader's going okay, O Band. 2 lengths away, Tenor High, followed by All Brittany, Reddleman. Troupier well back from Riviera, well back as Eddie's Dream. At the 250 though, O Band is over a length and a half in front. Merwin trying very hard, 3.5 away, Sunville, followed by Cropley Road, but it's all O Band. At the 120, he's 3 lengths in front of Merwin, followed by Sunville, now knuckling down, needs more ground though, but O Band first up wins, pulling up by 2.5 lengths. Nearly a dead heat for the miners. Maybe Merwin, a nose in front of Sunville. In behind them came Cropley Road, followed by Reddleman, then Troupier from Tenor High and All Brittany, Riviera well back from Eddie's Dream, and last in was So Typical.
Number... Ready. Racing. Medici and Ends got away quite well without the outside. Pompadour and Dreamy Sister showing plenty of pace, and Hidden Powers up with the leaders too as they settle down. Vanilla Slice and Comelina dropped out to the rear. Ends the leader now from Cindy Who settling down. They've raced away 2 lengths to Mrs. Soffel. Medici being hard ridden on the inside from Hidden Power. Round the outside, Dreamy Sister and Pompadour in the centre. Solar Princess followed by Lisa Traho, and further back in the field then is Blazing Memories, and behind it Buzz the Bell. On the turn into the straight, Cindy Who took the lead from Ends. In the centre is Mrs. Soffel. They were followed by Hidden Power, who's struggling. Now Medici getting out, is starting to run on fairly well. At the 200, Cindy Who just the leader, tackled now on the outside by Solar Princess. Mrs. Soffel on the rails, and then Medici with 100 to go. It's a great battle. Solar Princess has taken the lead from Mrs. Soffel near the line, and Solar Princess is going to win from Mrs. Soffel. Comelina got up on the rails to run third. just in front of Mardisi and Cindy Who, and then Lisa Traho. Next is Pompadour. Hidden Power finished well out of it from Buzz My Bell. Then Dreamy Sister. Ends was one of the last home with Blazing Memories, and at the rear was Vanilla Slice. Official placings for the Debutant Stakes. For fillies, number 13 is the winner, Solar Princess, ridden by El Morn. Number 13, Solar Princess. El Morn was first. Number 10, Mrs. Soffel. In Weymouth was second. The judge calling for a photo for third, with the most prominent appearing to be Comelina on the inside and Mardisi wider out on the track. Number 5 has run third, and that is Comelina, ridden by C. Din. So the full placings are 13, 10 and 5. Stakes, the Group 3 race for fillies. Number 13, Solar Princess, a chestnut filly by Gay Bachelor from Summer Art, raced by GB and L. Roberts, S. Ryan, Archer Law and L. McCarthy, trained by Ron Maund at Ballarat and ridden by L. Morns. Second, number 10, Mrs. Soffel, in Weymouth. Third, number 5, Comelina, C. Din. Officially fourth, Mardisi. And the fifth, Cindy Who. It was previously the Toorak Handicap, of course, the first leg. Always been a great race. Number 1, Lochley's Tradition, 280-135. 2, Canny Lass, 230-105. 3, Luther's Luck, $5 and 115. 4, Shankhill Lass, 285-105. 5, Keepers, 11-15-275. 6, Marchiquita, 470 and 2. 7, Carlisle Ben, 26.96.15. 8, Top Banner, 10.92.50. 9, Black Charleston, 13.25.320. 10, Rebecca Gay, 2.50 and 75. And 11, Federalism, $8.05 and 185. Scratch 12, My Lady Glen. Win pool, $130,000. Place pool, $85,000 on the Elders Mile, which certainly promises to be one of the highlights of the day's racing here at Caulfield.
13, Solar Princess, paid $2.50 and 95 the place. 10, Mrs. Soffel, 160 the place. And number 5, Comelina, 5.55. The Quinella, 10 and 13, paid $12.85. The trifecta was a nice dividend, $743.15 for the numbers 13, 10 and 5. The next race for telecast is Sydney. That's coming up in just a moment. Is Ian Craig. We'll join him now.
Star Marani edgy. Racing this time, it didn't jump all that well, Star Marani, and True Cobber and Mr. Shush jumped out best. Going very quickly is Star Marani now, and going with it is Crown Joker as they settle fully into stride, and Crown Joker about a head on Star Marani. Golden Drake works up to third, then Mr. Shush and True Cobber, followed by Biami and Ballet Bandit. Then Count the Jam, Mnemonic, hard-ridden second last, and Empire State back last, and would be 8 or 10 lengths from the leaders, which are Star Marani and Crown Joker at the 600. They match strides about 3 lengths on Golden Drake, a length and a half Mr. Shush, True Cobber going backwards, then Ballet Bandit. On the rails, Mnemonic, Biami losing ground. Off the track is Count the Jam, and still absolute as Empire State. They straighten up now. Star Marani the inside, and Crown Joker having a real war. They're about 3 lengths on Golden Drake, 2 lengths to Mnemonic, who's made up a heap of ground, and then Mr. Shush. Star Marani's going all right. In fact, it's pinched a length on Crown Joker, who doesn't appear to be able to find much more. And on the outside, Mnemonic's rattling home, and Empire State is making ground right down the outside. Star Marani in front, but Mnemonic's got to get it, and Mnemonic has got up to win it. Mnemonic and Mel Johnston have just beaten on the outside Empire State. What a huge run by the former Kiwi. A good effort by the winner. By the same token, third, Star Marani. Well, didn't that race change complexion in the last 100? Then Golden Drake.
Well, there's no doubt about the way Malcolm Johnston is riding. Had their problems, Brian Markovich, early. Are they catching up on time now?
Well, they certainly are, Keith. They really are.